back to the channel, guys. Today we're gonna keep working on 240. I'm finally gonna start working on this car again. I think it's been like a week since the last time I touched it. Check it out.
Bro, I can't believe Andrew broke this fucking table. Look at this shit. Alright, so here's the car. It looks so much better than, damn, look at that. I don't even know if the camera picks it up good, but I'm gonna put a before and after picture right here on the screen. It looks so much better right now. Alright, so the plan for today is, this already has 2 coats. I think under the trans tunnel right there, it might need a little bit more, like 1 more coat, because I didn't have enough bottles last time. So the plan for today is I'm gonna just go over the entire thing and see where it needs a little bit more primer. I'm gonna clean it with a little bit of alcohol and then spray it with a little bit of primer. From the looks of it, everything on top is good. It's all pretty much covered up. But underneath here, I don't know if you guys can see, but underneath like these welds and stuff, like inside there, I'm gonna try and aim the spray can and hit those areas a little bit more. And everything under this bar, I'm also gonna try and hit. Because if you look under, most of it's hit. But there's some areas right here in the corner. I don't know if you guys can see, but right there. So yeah, I'm gonna just try and hit a little bit of the areas under the trans tunnel, all that. But the main part that I'm gonna try and get done today is that I need to go over the entire car. I need to sand everything with 400 grit. Damn, this car's a mess, bro. Look at this shit. All right, let me get all this out and organize, and I'll be right back. Everything all cleaned up, kind of. Now let me explain what we're gonna do to the car today. So today, like I was saying, I gotta fix everything up. It's already primer, but I gotta prepare it for paint. That's its own process altogether. So I don't know if you guys can see on camera really good, but like this area right here, I don't know if you guys can see that on camera, like I said, but there's a lot of like, I don't know if this is dust or just overspray in general, but just me moving with my hand removes a lot of it. So I gotta get all of this like fuzziness and like texture out of the primer as much as possible. The entire car doesn't have it, only some areas, like this area right here. There's a lot back here as well, especially down there. That's what leads me to think that it's overspray. A little bit right here on the sides. There's not much right here. This area is pretty good. But yeah, I just gotta go over the entire car and just find areas like this. And I need to hit this with the 400 grit sandpaper. All I need is some 400 grit because it's really nice and soft. So I'm gonna just get some 400 grit. So I just need to go to the textured areas and I just need to now it's nice and smooth. So that's all I'm gonna do. This isn't perfect. You could probably hit it with like another 600 grit or something, but all I'm gonna do is I'm gonna just go over it and hit it with 400 grit, and that's pretty much it. I just want to smooth out the surface as much as possible before I apply the paint. One quick tip that I'm gonna give you guys if you guys are doing this on your own is when you're sanding this texture off, you need to make sure you don't burn through the primer. So literally what I'm doing is I'm just literally letting the sandpaper I'm not putting any pressure basically. I'm just letting the sandpaper like glide across it and my hand is just holding it. I'm not really putting any pressure at all, to be honest, because that's all it needs. All it needs is that top coat of like texture removed. I wish you guys could feel this, like right here, you guys could probably hear it. That's the textured area. And then that's the area I just sanded. So as you guys can see, that took like literally a minute. So I need to go over the entire thing. Once it's sanded, I'll check back in.
Little update, the homie I haven't shot through.
Alright, so I've been sanding the entire car. I've just been chilling, fucking bumping some music, just sitting down like a fucking little ass kid and just sanding everything. I've been using the same sheet of sandpaper all the way from the beginning. So this whole NJB, I've just used one little square piece of sandpaper. It kind of helps because at first you have to be really careful because you could really burn through the primer easily. But once it's worn out, it's like perfect because since it's 400 grit, the primer doesn't really get stuck in it. So now I can really like kind of sand it down a bit and I don't have to, it doesn't burn through the primer as easy basically. For example, right here it's all nice and smooth, but I would just sand the piece and then rub it with my hand and make sure there's no more texture. once there's no more texture, I just move on. That's literally what I've been doing the entire thing. Sanding and feeling, sanding and feeling. Almost the entire car is already sanded with the 400 grit. All I need is like a little bit back here, this area right here. I need this support beam right here. I need under the trans tunnel. That's gonna be pretty quick. And I think I might just give it a little quick detail right here. This little beam across on the front and the back.
But that's pretty much it. It's pretty easy. It goes by so quick. I've only been doing this for like an hour and a half and I'm almost about to finish. It's not perfect. Like, it's like, I'd say like 80% effort. But like I said, this isn't gonna be a show car. It's gonna be a drift car, so I'm not worried about it. I just didn't want to spray the paint onto the rough ass primer and have it look all orange peely and nasty. And maybe later it might have flaked off. So for now, I'm happy with this. I'm gonna just keep sanding it a little bit and check back in once everything's sanded again. Little update. All right, we basically finished like sanding the entire car. I sanded this bottom piece a little bit. It's not perfect, but that's just pretty good. I even helped with this side too. And everything right here is already sanded. Back here needs like a little bit, but you don't really see it, so I'm not really gonna focus on that. Right now, all I'm gonna do is I'm gonna just go into this trans tunnel. I'm gonna just sand that a little bit, and I'm gonna just try and sand down behind here a little bit on both sides. And I think that's gonna be it for today. So that's gonna be it for today. I'll come back tomorrow. Not tomorrow, I fucking work tomorrow, damn it. I don't know, I'll come back in a few days and continue working on the car. All that's left after sanding is blowing it down with the compressor and then cleaning it all with alcohol, and then it's ready for paint. I'll see you guys in a bit. For me, it's gonna be a couple days. For you guys, it's gonna be like a second. So see you guys in a bit. Later. Morning, guys. I look like shit. I just woke up. I'll explain what's happening in a little bit. I need to go inside and talk to my supervisor, foreman, whatever the fuck you call them. I'll talk to you guys in a bit. All right, I just got finished talking to my supervisor and foreman and all that, and I just officially quit my job. Damn, that sounds so weird to say. Yeah, it's crazy. It was literally a last minute decision I decided last night, but I can't keep working, man. Like, working here, just working in general, like a factory job, like it was draining all my creativity, draining all my energy. Like I would come to work for 8 hours, sometimes 12 last minute too, a lot of overtime, and I would go home. I have no time and energy to focus on my businesses. Can't work on my cars. Like, I don't see, yeah, it pays better than a normal job, but I don't see what's the point in me working here if I can't be doing the things that I love. So yeah, I just decided last night that I'm gonna quit. I came in today and I quit, so damn. I don't know, man. We'll see what happens. I'm gonna give it my all this year. I'm gonna go 10 times harder than I did last year. I'm gonna focus on my brand. I'm gonna try and grow my brand as big as possible. I'm working on a second brand right now, and I can't wait to show you guys that as well. And of course, I'm just gonna keep working on 240 and try and get that on the road as soon as possible. But yeah, I gotta get home. I gotta get a couple more hours of sleep, but I'm gonna wake up in a few hours since I'm not working. I'm gonna wake up in a few hours and I'm gonna continue working on the 240 from yesterday. So I'll see you guys in a bit, and then later I'll explain a little bit more on what my plans are for the rest of the year. See you guys in a bit. Let's go for a drive. All right, so I just wanted to talk to you guys real quick. I know half of you guys are just here for the engine bay, but I'll make this quick. So as you guys saw in the last clip, I just quit my job today. I don't know if I explained it well in the last clip, but I want to be able to make a living off the things that I love, which is like clothes and cars. That's another reason why I started this YouTube channel. And I have my clothing brand. I'm gonna keep continuing those things. Hopefully they blow up. Now that my clothing brand is my only option, I'm gonna just try and be more consistent on there because I've been a little bit too comfortable last year. So yeah, if any of you guys are interested, if any of you guys like clothes in the slightest, check out my clothing brand. It's right here. And then I also want to record this clip to announce that I'm working on something else. I'm working on another big project on the side. Edgar's helping me with it. We're working on something. I should be able to show you guys the actual project in about a video or two. So I'm excited for that. But yeah, I quit my job and now I'm gonna just focus on my business, which is my brand and this YouTube channel. Hopefully this car gets built a lot faster now. And I'm scared, I'm not gonna lie, I'm a little bit scared and nervous, but more than anything, I'm excited. Like, I'm really excited to see what I can do with this much extra time. I'm gonna head over to the post office right now, drop off some packages. Then I'm gonna go home and I'm gonna start working on it too. I'll see you guys in a bit. Now that I have more time finally, I can finally keep working on this car. Let's get back to working on the engine bay. Let me tell you guys the plan for today. All right, so yesterday I 400 grit sanded everything. It's nice and smooth. You guys probably can't really tell the difference. It's not 100% perfect like I said, but it is a lot smoother than it was before. Like, I don't know if you guys remember how bad it was right here, but everything is nice and smooth. So it's still a little dirty. Yesterday I blew everything off with the compressor before I left. The only thing I need left to sand with some 400 grit is probably like some of the areas right here, and then on the back side. And that'll be it for the front. And then yesterday I also gave it a second coat of primer right before I left on the bottom trans tunnel. So right now what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna finish sanding these corners right here, front and back, with 400 grit. And then I'm gonna go under the car. And once I'm under the car, I'm gonna hit 400 grit everything under there, and then everything should be ready for paint. So let's get started on that. I went through the entire car. I sanded the bottom of the tunnel too, and I sanded these I don't even know what you call these like headlight areas. So they're nice and smooth. They're not perfect, but they're pretty good. So they're nice and smooth everywhere. The entire car is nice and smooth. The only thing left that I'm gonna do right now is I'm gonna blow the entire car with some compressed air. So I'm gonna try and get all the dust off because I just sanded and the dust flies everywhere. So I'm gonna blow off the entire car with some compressed air, and then after that I'm gonna use some rubbing alcohol with some normal paper towels, and I'm gonna just clean the entire car until I clean off as much dust as possible. After I clean everything with rubbing alcohol and I take off as much dust as possible, it's literally ready for paint at that point. Hopefully by the end of today I could give at least the first coat of paint. I don't know if I am, but it takes a while to clean the car. Like, you literally have to go over the entire thing with rubbing alcohol like 3 or 4 times. So I don't know, we'll see, but the plan is to try and at least give the first coat of paint today. Engine bay is all blown off. It's time to start cleaning everything with alcohol. It's finally ready, bro. Check it out. Damn, I'm so tired. All right, the entire engine bay is all clean, so I need to give it the first coat of paint right now. I can't let any dust get on it. I'm gonna just go one last time and hit everything with some compressed air really quickly, and that's it. But literally, like, if I go to the car, my finger's clean, still clean, still clean. It's 99% clean. I'm sure it's not 100% perfect, but the paint should not flake off like this. So I'm gonna just give everything a nice blow with the compressed air, and it's time for paint. I already went through and compressed air blowed the entire car. It's all nice and dry, and it should be ready for paint. I know all the professional paint guys in the comments are like, oh, don't touch it with your hands because you leave oil on it. It's not a show car, it'll be fine, I don't care. I got the paint ready. Literally the car's ready for paint, so I'm literally about to start spraying this. It's already all masked up, and yeah, it's literally ready for paint. Damn. I got all the paint right here. So the paint that I'm gonna be using is Rust-Oleum Painter's Touch 2 times. This is a paint and primer. This is semi-gloss right now, so it's not that shiny because I'm gonna be adding some clear coat. And I also have the world famous 2K clear. So I bought 4 bottles of these, and these are like honestly like 3 or 4 months old, so hopefully they still work. I never activated them, but I heard they have a shelf life. Well, they have expiration date right here. 10/24/55. There ain't no way that's 2055. Hopefully there's no problems with that. I only have 4 cans, so they better be good. That should be just enough to clear coat the entire engine. But yeah, man, right now I'm literally about to start the paint. This is the paint I'm gonna use, and that's the clear coat I'm gonna use, and let's get started. Bro, it looks so good. Check it out. Dude, it looks so good. It looks so much better than I expected, to be honest. Let me explain a few quick things before I dip for today. All right, so right now I'm using the semi-gloss paint like I showed before. And I remember a long time ago I bought gloss paint just in case as well, just in case I didn't like how the other one looked. But the plan was to use semi-gloss because I'm gonna use clear coat at the end, so it's gonna make it shiny either way. And when I was first starting to spray this, I was kind of worried because it was coming out a little bit weird. Like it was coming out like foggy. In my mind, I thought the cans were expired, they were fucked up. I don't think they are, because as you can see, it looks pretty good. But I'm gonna just show you guys a few parts around the car that need a little tune-up. It's not 100%. I gave it 2 coats so far. I think I'm gonna give it a 3rd one tomorrow. I don't have enough time to give it today. But yeah, let me show you guys the car real quick. All right, so on camera, to be honest, it looks pretty decent. Like, it looks so good. It finally matches the rest of the car. But yeah, like I said, it's not perfect. There's a few spots where I got a little bit of the runs on the can. Let me show you guys. So a lot of people know that this is the hardest part to paint an engine bay just because of the space that it's in. It's really easy to get overspray and stuff in here. It didn't come out too bad, to be honest. Like, it looks pretty good. But I did get a few runs. Let me see if I remember where I got some. I know I got some like down there. The one that stands out the most is the one right here. I don't even know if you guys can, oh yeah, you guys can. Right there. You don't really notice it from far unless you're like really nitpicking and looking at the engine bay. I guess my finger got too heavy and I sprayed it a little bit too much right there. For the most part, everything else came out good. And another big crucial piece of advice that I can give you guys is this tub right here came out so much better than the other side. Like, it's a lot more uniform. And if you look at this side, I don't know if you guys can tell on camera, but right there, like there's some areas on this that are a little bit faded. So this is gonna need a quick coat over again, but I'm gonna fix everything in the 3rd coat. I think that the reason that this was happening is that I was spraying too heavy of a coat on the 2nd time. And after a while, the paint just starts shifting and it leaves behind the solvent or something. So it doesn't really like leave an even coat. So once I did this one, I noticed that that was happening. And on this side, I gave it a much quicker spray. It was still pretty wet coat, but it was a lot quicker and a lot less thick. So I think that worked a lot better. So I'm gonna do that for the 3rd coat. But yeah, the car's pretty much done. All that's left is right now, I'm gonna clean up this entire mess. I'm gonna just stand here for a bit, make sure that it all dries up. To be honest, I might not even cover it up with the tarp anymore. It doesn't really need it. I'd rather have it dry overnight. I'm gonna hit this area a little bit more. It's a little faded right here, but I'm gonna stay here until I see that it's mostly dry. And I might cover it up, I might not, I don't know. But tomorrow, I'm gonna give everything the 3rd coat, make sure all the paint is nice and even, and then it's time for clear coat. But yeah, that's gonna be it for today, and I'll see you guys tomorrow. I don't work anymore, so I have nothing else to do. So yeah, hopefully this car gets done by the end of this week. It should get done by the end of this week. Hopefully the motor too, since I'm not working, so damn, I'm excited. Hopefully this car gets back on the road soon. All right, I'll see you guys tomorrow. All right, little change of plans. Not what I wanted to do, but let me explain real quick. All right, so the plan was I was gonna let the 2 coats dry and then come back tomorrow and give it the 3rd coat. But I'm afraid that the paint's not gonna adhere properly and shit because it's gonna be too smooth or something. So right now I'm gonna give, it's a long story, but basically I think I have to use this today. So what I'm gonna do is right now I'm gonna give the entire engine bay one last quick coat with the same paint, just to like I said, fine tune any of the fuck ups in the paint. Once it's all nice and ready, I'm gonna let it dry for like 15-20 minutes, and then I'm gonna go and just lay the clear coat on top of it already. This is the clear coat I'm using, 2K Max Clear, and literally all it is shake this for 2 minutes, take this red cap, put it in the bottom, and then just bang it against something, and then that'll release the hardener into it. And you only have 2 days to use this once it's activated. So I'm gonna lay the paint down, let it dry 10-15 minutes. By then the sun's probably gonna be down, and then I'm gonna just start laying 2 coats of this, preferably, maybe 3. I'm gonna wait 30 minutes in between each coat for the clear coat. All right, let me get started because I'm really on a time crunch right now. little update. I know I said I was gonna wait 30 minutes before I laid the clear coat, but I'm going around the car and I'm touching it. If I go around the car and I touch it, it's dry to the touch, and that's all it needs to be able to adhere to the clear coat. I think maybe like some areas around here might be a little wet still. Yeah, like right here is a little tacky. It's still dry, but it's tacky, so I'm gonna just let it dry for like, it's been 10 minutes so far. I think I'm gonna just let it dry for like another 5 minutes or maybe 10, so maybe like 15-20 minutes instead of the full 30, and then I'm gonna start laying down the clear. Another big piece of advice: wear a face mask, bro. Wear one of those like painter's masks or something, because I've been painting the whole day without one and my head is pounding right now. I have the fattest headache I've ever had in my life, dead ass. I know clear coat was a lot more dangerous than normal paint, so for sure I'm gonna wear a mask with clear coat, but yeah, I should have wore a mask from the beginning. Wear a mask, kids, that shit ain't no joke. My head is literally pounding. All right, it's been like 25 minutes. Now it's time for the clear. All you gotta do is shake this can for 2 minutes. After it's shaking for 2 minutes, take this red cap and put it down here in the bottom and bang it on something so that it releases all the hardener into the can. Shake it for another 2 minutes and then it's ready to spray. So let's get started on that. Hopefully this still works. While I'm laying this down, I'm gonna try and lay it down wet, not like dripping wet. I'm not gonna go too fast with it because I want a nice thick coat of clear coat on top of my paint. So I'm gonna try that and just try and not make it drippy. That's pretty much it. I'm also gonna aim for 3 coats with 10 minutes dry time in between each coat. So let's get started. First coat done, I'm gonna let it dry for like 10-ish minutes and then give it the second coat. I don't know how, but I missed a little spot right here of paint. The 2K is drying right now, it's almost dry. I'm gonna just hit that little spot with some paint and then let that dry for like 10 minutes and then give everything the second coat of 2K clear and see what happens. Fuck it. Bro, how do you take this shit out? All right, I just gave it the second coat. This is basically, I could basically stop right here, but I'm gonna give it one last one in case I gotta like cut and sand anything at the end, just to give it a little bit more thickness. But Edgar came through right now and I'm gonna just record his reaction. I'm not gonna show you guys what it looks like till tomorrow when it's fully drying in the sun. So I'm gonna just record this, and then next time you guys see me is gonna be tomorrow. What's up, man?
What's up? Damn, bro. That shit's clean as fuck.
That's just fucking...
That shit's clean. Yeah. That shit's fucking clean.
Alright, I'll see you guys tomorrow when that shit's dry and in the sun. I forgot what the last thing I recorded was, but I'm literally right around the corner from the car. I haven't seen it since yesterday, so I'm about to record my reaction to it. Damn, bro. Yo, that shit was so worth it, bro. Every second that I spent on that engine bay was worth it. Damn. All right, let me show you guys what it looks like. This is it, fully cured, and damn. All right, let me show you guys real quick. Check it out. What am I doing? Let me take off all the plastic and then shoot B-roll. Be right back. What do you guys think? You guys think it was worth it? Damn, I think it was worth it. It looks so good, bro. It looks wet. The paint on the engine bay still looks wet. That clear coat I used at the end is so good. Look at this, like on camera, like that looks so wet right there. I could fully touch it. Completely dry. It's a little bit dusty right now, but it'll clean up pretty good. But yeah, the engine bay is finally painted. It looks so good. I think it was really worth it. And damn, I can't wait till the rest of the car is painted. I just really wanted to paint the engine bay because I didn't want to paint the outside of the car and then have the car look all nice and clean from the outside, and then you pop the hood and it looks all ratchet like every other 240. So I like to start with the hard things personally first to get them out of the way. So that's why I wanted to start with the engine bay, and now everything else should be a lot easier than the engine bay. It looks so good, bro. Literally, like, I can't describe how happy I am. This shit came out way better than I imagined. It's probably not perfect to a lot of people watching, but to me,
I'm more than happy with how it came out. That's how you paint your engine bay for less than like $100, I'm pretty sure. All right, now real quick before I go, I need your guys' input on something real quick before I leave. I haven't seen this thing in a while. So now that the engine bay is completely finished and nice and painted and clear coated everything, it's ready for the motor. Now that that's finished, I gotta worry about finishing this. So I'm gonna just replace everything I can, like the water pump, alternator probably, the clutch fan assembly, like everything. Literally everything I can replace, I'm gonna try and replace. While I'm doing this, I need you guys to comment down below what color I should paint this. Now that you guys know that the engine bay is black, what color should I paint this valve cover? I have a few ideas in mind, but I want to see what you guys think. Comment down below and let me know what you guys think I should paint this, and who knows, maybe I might pick your color. But yeah, next video we're gonna get started on getting all this ready for the car. All right, well, that's gonna be it for today's video. This video is probably gonna be a little bit short because all I did was just lay the paint and the clear coat on the next video. We're gonna get started on this engine right here. I can't wait for that. That's the part I've been waiting for. And yeah, that's gonna be it. Thank you guys for watching. Remember to like, comment, subscribe. Like you guys saw earlier in this clip, I don't have a job anymore. I quit my job. I'm gonna just focus on my clothing brand. Damn, that sounds so weird to say, but I'm gonna just focus on my clothing brand, and I'm gonna focus on this YouTube channel and trying to grow this, because I don't see the point in working for the rest of my life if it's not something that I love. So it would mean the world if you guys would subscribe and like this video, because literally I'm risking it all. I think it'll pay off though. But yeah, thank you guys for watching. Thanks for all the support recently, and I'll see you guys next time. Later.